All right, am I live? Looks like I've got one person watching so far. That's interesting. Sorry, I'm kind of testing this out. I've never uh, gone live before yet. This is interesting. Um, Sorry, this isn't off to a better start, but I've never done this before. But I did just post a video that for some reason I lost a lot of subscribers over. Hey, what's up, Scarecrow? I for some reason lost a lot of subscribers over just posting my last video. Um, just literally saying I wanted you guys to leave me some comments. Holy cow, that thing's filling up fast. Um, how's it going, Ryan Zeton? You're the man. Big fan of yours. Lightning Slugger, how's it going? Cow Gavin, how does Ultraman have sex from Ryan Lakers of the future? Um, I still think it would be funny if it was a lot of bumping and grinding, but I don't think that's the case. Um, Actually, if you read in my comments of that video, there's some actually pretty good responses that people gave. Brilliant, honest. Hey, Epic Brutal, what's up? Hey, I noticed you post a lot of comments. A lot of comments. I wasn't exactly ready for that many, but totally appreciate it. Definitely give me a lot to answer. Of course, there's a Zeton. And I also, like I said, I want to say hi to masked ass face as well. Apologize for the language. How you doing, man? Um, if you were to give a form to Zero, what would it be? Um, I'm not sure. Hey, evening, Goji. What's going on? Big fan of Goji73. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, please do. The man is a genius. One of the people who motivates me to keep making videos. Do you have Imagine Bad Ultraman? Like, do I have? Are you asking me if I have a made up Ultraman in my my own idea for a bad Ultraman? Oh, okay. Masked ass. Sorry, this is crazy. There's a lot of questions. Masked ass face. To answer your question, you asked how do I like Geed so far. To be honest, I'm gonna take some flack for this. I know you guys aren't gonna enjoy that too much. Sorry, I'm kind of moving around here. But I'm not a huge fan of Geed. To be honest with you, I kind of fell off about 10 episodes into Ultraman Orb. I haven't even seen really Orb Origin yet. That doesn't mean I probably won't research it in the future. Uh-oh, I'm hearing my mic's cutting out. Can you guys hear me? Is everybody able to hear me all right? Everybody, yes, yes. Okay, you can now? Okay, I apologize. Maybe it was because I was moving around. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Mr. Anifa, you are the man. How's it going? Um, okay, so back to what I was saying. I apologize because you guys have asked me, what I think about Ultraman Geed or Geed or, however it's said. And to be 100% honest with you, like, I know I'm going to take flack for this, but I fell off, honestly, after Ultraman Orb. I've like 10 episodes into Ultraman Orb. I haven't seen Ultraman Orb Origin, or have I seen Ultraman Geed yet. I read a lot about it when it was first coming out, because at first I was really excited about it. But as the show progressed, like as more information came out about it, it seemed really kind of a put off to me, because it seems like they were trying to sell the action figures before the show had even came out yet. Excuse me. I apologize for the poor grammar. Yeah, Scarecrow, I've heard the Ultraman Orb Origin is good, but the problem I have with Ultraman Orb and Ultraman Orb Origin and a lot of series is after Mebius, because I was a huge fan of Mebius. And to answer one of your guys' questions, you guys asked me what my favorite Ultraman series was. It was Ultraman Mebius. I am not either, Goji. Jugglish Juggler I thought was kind of weak. So I'm not... Hey, Malaysia Squad, yeah, definitely. If you're from Malaysia, say what's up, please. A big thank you to the fans from Malaysia. Also, right. But as far as Ultraman Orb goes, I wasn't a big fan. To me, it seemed like it was a huge ploy to go ahead and sell action figures. And I'm sorry, Somebody had also asked me in the comments here tonight. Thank you guys for all your comments, by the way, for the people that didn't unsubscribe. I don't know why people did. But for some reason, like... Okay, to answer what I was saying, I'm 27 years old, okay? A lot of people think I'm younger than that. I'm 27 years old. And I'm not watching Ultraman anymore for action figures. I do collect them to a degree, but at the same time, I'm not watching them to collect the action figures. To be honest, guys, I don't know if you can see, but I'm a pretty big fan of Batman, actually. Batman's like pretty much one of my favorite superheroes, but I'm not a big collector of Ultraman action figures. So, no, Ryan Laker's The Future. Ultraman isn't hugely famous here in America. A lot of people are surprised at my... Sorry, I keep coughing. A lot of people are surprised at my age that I even know who Ultraman is or anything about it or as much as I know, because when it came out for me, it was like when I was very, very young, and then it stopped. So, yeah, it was kind of crazy, but getting back to what I was saying, I'm not really watching the show for action figure purposes. I know some of you may be, and that's not a bad thing. But it seems like to me that the shows now are being made to sell the action figures versus selling a good story or selling an exciting character or anything else exciting with the series. I feel like it's more just for action figures now. They're just like, would this character sell a good toy? Yes, I think it would. Let's make a show about it, you know? So at the end of the day, I'm not a big fan. Hey, and Nabil Ryder 555, I do remember my Ultraman Z Earth video. I actually have it recorded. I have all the pictures and stuff ready for it. But like I told you guys, I lost I have a 3 terabyte hard drive that has all of my YouTube stuff on it, right? It has like all my templates I've made for Sony Vegas to make video making easier, all my pictures, all my previous videos, all my music, all my images, and that kind of stuff. Well, it died on me, so I don't have any of that anymore. So right now I'm working with a couple like programs and little company things to get some of that information back. So that's why I've had to start kind of changing the way my videos were made. I know that's bothering some people, but unfortunately it just is the way things are. Now, are you still going to make the X video you said? I do believe so, yes. S9Y Advent, what's going on, man? Do you know the names of the statues beside Tiga? Not off the top of my head. No, I do not remember. You know, Goji, I might have to check it out. I don't know. I keep hearing that I should check it out, but at the same time, some people are telling me it's not that great. So, like, I guess, what do you guys think? Overall, do you guys think I should watch Ultraman Geet, or do you think I should just let it... It's okay to let this one go? Zeton, you think it has a pretty good story so far? Gar7, try not to ignore you at all. Trying not to ignore you. How you doing, man? You say, Gee, do you think I should watch it? Could I do an Ultraman Xenon Explained? Yeah, I could try. Those videos just take a lot longer, and like I said, I've lost some of the stuff, so I don't know as though I'd be the best at that. Some people have poor judgment. Yeah, that could be opinion. Its main writer is a light... Oh, okay, I didn't know that, actually, about Geed meant to be like an anime. That does kind of make me want to check it out. As you guys know, I'm kind of a big anime fan, so that is kind of interesting. Thank you, Mitsuzane, for that. I didn't know that. Noises. Uh-oh, reconnecting. Sorry if you lost me there for a second. Oh, Gar7, you love me? I love you too, thank you. I apologize if it's taken me a second to get through the comments. You guys are awesome and are leaving plenty. I do remember the Ultraman Z Earth. I didn't miss that comment. I do plan on making it. Definitely read Muhammad Anifa's comic. It's amazing. You think Geet... Okay, Epic Brutal, you don't think Geet should be missed. Gar77, your eyes are beautiful. Thank you, I think. S9Y Advent, you have to watch everything, man. I totally agree. Okay, you think I should watch Geet as well, Asmere Town. Although the story is on par with Orb, but I still think it's worth a watch, I think. Okay, okay. Masked Ass Face, do you think the Malaysian Ultraman reboot should be made into a live-action adaptation? Of course I do. I was actually a big fan of Reboot. I know some of you will find that strange, but I was a big fan of Reboot. I think they should make it into a live-action. I think that'd be a fun show. It's a very pure character, and I really liked it. Geed is kind of just like Taro, you think, Ryan? Okay. Hi, quick question. If you have had the opportunity to reintroduce a kaiju from the Showa era, who would it be? Dario JCC. I see you posted that via my Twitter. I hadn't got to that yet. Give me some time to think about that, and I'll get back to that. Lightning Slugger X17. You want to make the art for my thumbnail videos? Honestly, I don't see why not. Honestly, if you have like Instagram or Facebook, what you can do is go ahead and message me via the Ultraman Explained Facebook page. I'm sometimes kind of bad about getting back to it, but I'm trying to get back to that. But if you want to get work out something like that, just get a hold of me. And if you make some pretty good art, I'll definitely check it out. Goji, all right, gotcha. Sounds good. Yeah, I might be doing this for a few minutes, so hopefully you'll be able to come back, man. Miss ya. Let's see here. What is the oldest Ultraman, says Z Kaitan? That is a good question. Off the top of my head, I'm not 100% certain. I'd probably think like Ultraman, I'm not sure. Yeah, King probably. Epic Brutal, let's start with the Q&A. Don't worry, I do have those questions. I have the questions queued up and ready to go, so no worries. Q Cosmos, do you like Cosmos? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's all right. The new kaiju in Geed, Zigen, is also really cool. I'll have to check him out. What's my favorite Ultraman movie? Ultraman Galaxy Legend. I thought, and I know I'm gonna get flack for that because everybody likes that, but to be honest, I thought it was just a purely better movie than some of the other ones I've seen. I liked it a lot better than even Cosmos versus oh my goodness, sorry, you guys got to bear with me. I'm tired. It's late here. It's almost midnight here. But the Cosmos versus movie was okay. But yeah. Nabil Ryder says, are you an Ultraman? No, I am not an Ultraman. I wish I was. That would be cool. You have a DeviantArt and a Twitter, Lightning Slugger. I can check them out. Go ahead and send me the links. I don't mean to sound rude, but I'm a pretty busy guy. I'm actually running 2 YouTube channels, and I'm actually in the talks, maybe joining a network at the moment. I don't know. So if you could just get me that information, it would make things much easier for myself. You wished Ultraman Justice would come back. Let's see here. Tiga is the oldest. Is Tiga the oldest? Really? Sorry, guys. I'm just reading through the comments here. You guys have posted a lot of great stuff. Hey, Alex. How's it going? Long time no see. So anyways... okay, now I appreciate some of the stuff that you guys have posted in there for now, but like Epic Brutal said, I am going to go ahead and start answering some of the questions from the video already. Kaiju Kobe asked, I think, one of my favorite questions of all, just because it's funny, and it is, what is my favorite type of SpaghettiOs? While not Ultraman related, awesome question, and I I just like the original kind. I do love SpaghettiOs, but the original kind are best. Lightning Slugger says, yay, Ultraman Explained, you're back. I am back. And hopefully, even though I'm not producing exactly the same kind of older videos, I'm going to still be trying to produce some sort of videos for you guys, Ultraman related to a sort. So bear with me there. So I'm definitely glad to be back, man. I just miss being able to talk with you guys and talk with you, meet the new people and this, that, and the other. Oh, and Epic Brutal, I think you asked my favorite question, which was, what were my thoughts on the China-produced Ultraman movie as well as the proposed Ultraman projects, since the fact it is illegal? Yeah, to counter Epic Brutal's 100 questions, that is very true. But honestly, he asked a lot of good questions. He or she asked a lot of good questions, so I am not going to get mad about that. And my thoughts on that, after you posted that, like, I had to go out and do some more reading. And to my understanding, Tsuburaya Productions isn't very happy about it at all. In fact, they're fully going force with the idea of, from what I read at least on Kotaku.com and a few other websites, that they're fully going force with, like, copyright infringement. But China doesn't seem to care. They're just kind of still, you know, I don't know if you guys have seen that meme with the cat with his, like, middle fingers up. You know, that's kind of what China's doing right now. They don't really care. They're just doing it anyway, which I guess you got to applaud them for that. And to be honest with you guys, I've always had really good luck with Tsuburaya Productions. They've never, like, copyright striked any of my videos. They've always been kind to me anytime they have looked at my videos. And I think they're a great company in general, so I don't think they took it too seriously. But I don't know. I'm interested to see kind of how it plays out, because Tsuburaya Productions as a whole has been a very honorable company. They let people like us make videos about their stuff, and they don't get mad about it. There's a lot of companies like that would get mad about us, like, making Ultraman videos, or, you know, like, for instance, Toho being okay with some of the Godzilla videos being made. Tsuburaya hasn't gotten mad at me at all for copyright strike, and they have seen my videos, I know for a fact. So it's one of those things, it's like they're a very kind company, so I don't think they've been... Oh, S9Y Advent, you ask how Tsuburaya has been kind to me. I had a situation a while back. There's a gentleman that I get kind of up-to-date information on from Ultraman. And that sounds really funny. It's like a secret source, if you will. But there's somebody on Facebook I get information from. And to be honest with you, half the time it comes sooner than the information comes out. So I had got some information about Ultraman Geed and some of the action figures and some of the characters and stuff that were coming out, and I made a video about it. It was during the time I was making my Ultra Geed videos, or Geed, however it's said. And Whispers Dragon Ball Super. That's awesome. Anyways, so I posted something because I can't read Japanese that specifically said on it in Japanese that it was not supposed to be posted or spread around. It was for internal use only. And that's... Yeah, my Ultraman info dealer. Right, Curtis. Exactly. As funny as that sounds. So he gave it to me, and I was like, oh, okay, so I put it in my video, not thinking anything about it, and Tsuburaya Productions saw it and wasn't very happy. They immediately emailed me about it, but they took it in a really cool way. Like, the only thing that they said is that I couldn't show the video. It couldn't be shown anywhere in the world, basically, but they didn't give me a copyright strike, and they didn't, like, go after my channel. They were really kind to me about it. And as far as the email, basically all they said is just, hey, make sure before you're posting stuff you know what it says. Which, can you really fault them for that? But other than that, I didn't really serve any hugely negative consequences because of it. So at the end of the day, you know, in that way, I believe they were kind to me. Let's see here. And, okay, and I got something else I want to say really, really quick. Some of you have been commenting that my videos are a lot like the Ultraman Wiki. Some of you have posted comments that you do or don't like that. And I want to settle this right here and now for everybody watching this. Right now it's only 14 people. I wish more were. But I want to settle the fact and answer that for you. If you go to the About Me on my channel, it literally says Voice of the Ultraman Wiki. The reason is because I do work very closely with them. Now, are we associates? Do I post on the wiki? No, I do not. But I do work very closely with them. In fact, you can find my videos on the wiki, even on their homepage. So that is why you will notice a lot of similarities. I do use them heavily because we kind of have an agreement, if you will. So if you guys hear that, or see that, and this, that, and the other, or if you notice that, it's not nothing seriously, but we have we work together in a way. Okay, what am I missing here? Because all of a sudden there's big text. I kind of want to buy an Ultraman suit and roam around. Let's see here. You want some leaked photos, Kitty? The first one's free. Yeah, I didn't even know, Curtis. To be honest with you, like, he sent... But then again, like I said, I'm not going to fault the person, because the person has sent me great information. I mean, they've sent me great information, and it's stuff that's, like, they help me out. I guess there's a couple people that I use as consults for my videos. You know, if I want to know something that I don't know or I can't find information about, there's people I trust. I do agree, S9Y. I'm glad the English-speaking fandom is growing as well. It's definitely useful. Okay, and then I also want to answer a question from Daniel. It says, "Hey, welcome back." Oh, crap. It says, "Hey, welcome back. When you see an Ultra series, what was your Ultra series you've seen for the first time? And what is my favorite Ultra series?" The first series I ever seen was when I was much younger, and I seen Ultra 7. I really, really, really liked it. I've always been a fan of sci-fi stuff and things of that way, so I really, really enjoyed it. Why do you keep saying search Jumborg Ace? Mitsuzane? What do you mean? Do you post that information on your Facebook page? Are you curious if I shared those pictures? I did at the time until I found that out, and immediately once I got the email, I removed it because I didn't want to upset Tsuburaya Productions in any way, as I'm a huge fan of their work, and I'm a huge fan of all of their creators and everything that they've done, and the fact that they are so liberal about letting people like us make fan videos and spread the information. No. I did originally post it, but I took it down as soon as I found that out because I didn't want to step on any toes. Have I heard of Project Ultraman from Thailand? I guess not necessarily. Jumborg Ace. What? Epic Brutal. Hey, I appreciate that. But at the same time, I also enjoy getting to talk with you all. It's kind of entertaining. All right. This is going to be a question from You Can't See Me. And the question would be, what's your favorite Ultraman and Kaiju? And if they face off with Godzilla or Pacific Rim, Jaegers or Kaiju, which ones would you have win? Or like pitted against each other? My favorite Ultraman, as I've said a few times, would be Ultraman Mebius. I am a huge, huge fan of Ultraman Mebius. And I love when people say I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's Mebius. Guys, you got to remember that the Japanese are adopting English words like Zophie or Ultraman Sophie, which people say is Zophie all the time. And if you read about the origin of Ultraman Zophie's name, it was actually, they wanted a strong German name, but they accidentally chose a strong German female name. And they chose Sophie. And then they further mispronounced it by putting it Zoffy, and then further mispronounced it by saying Zophie instead of Sophie. And Belial, everybody makes fun of me for how I say Belial, and it makes me giggle. Because it's not Belial. It's actually an old English demon named Belial. Okay? It's not Belial, just because the Japanese say it that way. It's not Belial. It's Belial. The reason the Japanese say it that way is because they have trouble with American words. Just like, or excuse me, not American words, English words. Just like me, I have trouble sometimes with like pronouncing Japanese names or like some names from Malaysia I have a little bit of trouble with. And you guys hear me sometimes with some of the, actors and voice actors and stuff like that. I have a little bit of trouble there too. So it's common. They're mispronouncing them, but it's not a bad thing. I'm not digging on them. But people often tell me like, "Oh, you forgot. You mispronounced it." No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Just call Zophie Mr. Firehead. Yeah. Billy Isle. It's not Billy Isle. Yeah, the people are trying to make me like telling me I need to say Bailey Isle, and it's not Bailey Isle. It's not. It's Bell I Ol. Ol spelled like Bellieuhl. Ol. S9Y admin. Yeah, you copy whatever you hear from the shows. I understand, and that makes sense, but keep in mind, you've also got to read into where the names come from. And exactly, pronounce Mabius as it's kind of like maybe yes, except it's Mebius because it actually comes from the word Mobius strip. And if you take out the O in Mobius, it becomes Mebius, or excuse me, Mebius. Ultraman Jumborg. I'd have to use my phone to check it out because of my with all my. But yeah, I just wanted to settle that about the names because the thing is, yes, the Japanese are using the names, but you've got to look into where they get the names because that's another thing you need to remember is Japan puts a lot of effort into coming up with their characters more than anything. Even if they're just doing style action figures, they put a lot more effort into their characters than anything, especially Tsuburaya Productions. They're a very intelligent company. A lot of their characters really have meanings that doesn't show. So looking into what their names mean is actually, if you get the chance, it's pretty useful to know. Mic problems. You got me now? I think my hand might have went over it. Can you guys hear me now? Someone do lip syncs. That'd be awesome. Billy Ill, autocorrect? Yeah, no. But to answer that question, and my favorite kaiju, that's a tough one. To be honest with you, because I have a strange sense of humor, I would probably say the turkey from the old Thanksgiving episode of Ultraman. I believe it's like Ultraman Ace, but it's a gigantic turkey, and it makes me laugh every time I see it. I, I think that's probably my favorite one. Okay, thanks Alex for letting me know. Oh goodness. All right, have a good one, Mr. Anifa. Um, yeah, I mean, nobody's really been rude about it, but people just get really kind of crazy about it, and they leave a lot of hate mail, and I'm like, no, 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 come on now, come on. Like, you just do some research, and I want you guys to have confidence. Even if I don't know who an Ultraman character is, if I'm going to put in as much time as I do to create a video, I'm probably going to go out there and research it. I'm probably going to do the research necessary to find out about the character, what their name is, what it sounds like, what their history is, and this, that, and the other. So please have a little bit more faith in me. As for Neos, I can't give my... I'm going to be honest. I can't give accurate thoughts because that's another one of the Ultraman that I haven't quite made it to yet. Because to be honest with you guys, my favorite Ultraman series are the Elder series. I like the stuff that came much, much older. And it goes back to my love for old television. It has a good vibe to it. You know, it has an innocence. That's the reason I like. Somebody asked me earlier why I liked Ultraman Mebius so much, and it's because it has such an innocent vibe to it. It's got a wholesome vibe to it. You can learn something per episode, but it's not like overly pushed on you. It's not just trying to sell action figures. Ultraman Orb originated from 0 to 50, don't you? I'm not exactly sure what you mean there. What's my opinion about Ultraman Jack? I don't know if I have an opinion on Ultraman Jack. He's another one of those characters I haven't been too much interested in. Like I know I'm pretty sure he's part of the Ultra Brothers, right? Right? But I just never found him very interesting. And have I seen Pacific Rim? Of course I have. As far as the new one, I am definitely going to see it. There's a lot of people talking crap about it like it's not going to be as good, but I am super excited about it. I'm super, super excited. I can't wait to see it. What other hobbies do I have other than Tokusatsu? My hobbies. Sorry, I was reading some of the comments again. It's like I get lost in them. What are some of my hobbies other than Tokusatsu? To be honest with you guys, I am huge into film. I love comic books. I love superheroes, like American heroes. Like I'm a big fan of anime. I do know about Attack on Titan. I'm a big fan of. Actually, I've seen all of it. I've read pretty much all of it. I guess that's available. Um, but outside of like Ultraman and Tokusatsu, because keep in mind that's like one facet of my interests. Like I said, I don't know if you guys can see around my room. Area of making videos. I am a large fan of Batman. I also am a big pop collector. I don't know if you guys can see that. Sorry, my big head's in the way. But I collect pops. Those are just my Batman ones there. And here's my other set here. I'm a big fan of pops. So, like, basically just, most of my fandoms, Lord of the Rings, stuff like that. Thank you. And I'm a big fan of comics, too. I read a lot of comics, and I draw a lot. Do I have Ultraman Funko Pops? No, because strangely in my area, they don't seem to really sell them. Like, I wish they did. I'll kind of pan around just so you guys can have something else to see other than the back of my chair. But I kind of wish they did sell them here, but they don't. Most of the stores in my area sell just your normal particular fandom, such as like, like your basic animes, like, My Hero Academia, Nightmare Before Christmas, just like the basic stuff that everybody knows about. Do you like Kamen Rider? And if not, tell us why. Fire Digital Gamer HD says. I am actually a big fan of Kamen Rider. And there for a while, I thought I might fall down the rabbit hole and become a bigger Kamen Rider fan than Ultraman. It started to happen. It was kind of crazy. I got sucked in. But then I just like spun out. There was so much to see. There was so much to do. It was like, what the heck? There was so much to watch. And it was really, really good. But then I went back and I kind of screwed myself. I went back and I watched the American series that came out of Kamen Rider. And I want to say it was called Masked Rider. And it was bad. Really, really bad. And then it just like, I was like, nah, that's all right. And I passed that up. And then I seen Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. And I was like, what is happening? And because I so badly wanted America to have at least one good dub of Kamen Rider, just so I didn't have to like read subtitles, and it failed. So I kind of backed off. Kind of trying to work my way down. What's the character look like that looks like a samurai before, or in Mebius, Alex Hexagon? I think I made a video about him. Zamusher, I think that's his name. I could be wrong. Though. Don't quote me on that, but I think it might be Zamusher. I haven't tried looking online for the pops. No, to be honest with you guys, like, I used to do a lot of online shopping, but only if I, like, really trust it. But for the most part, I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I actually, there for a while, I used to, on my old channel, Temple Ozai, which, news for you guys. I know you guys probably don't care. You're here for Ultraman. But my other YouTube channel, Temple Ozai, is going to be having some life breathed back in it very soon. Very soon. Pretty excited. That channel's a little bit different than this one, but it's a lot more broad. I talk about things like anime, technology. I give a lot of tutorials. There's a lot of short films. There's skits. There's rant videos. It's a lot better way to get to know me and what I'm truly interested in. And again, that's Temple Ozai, O-Z-A-I, spelled all one word. And it will be coming back. So go check that out definitely if you guys get the chance. Okay, yeah, I don't mean to be rude, but I do have to agree with Masked Ass Face. Sorry, dude, I love your name. Stop with Jem Borges. I'm just not. To be honest with you, my phone right now is getting very poor service. So if I were to shut down this live stream to try to use the internet at the same time because my internet's on the fritz, it would probably shut down the whole thing. And this is mildly entertaining for me. This is the first time I've ever done one of these, so I want to keep going. It was definitely sad when Zamusha died. Yeah, it was not cool. I was kind of sad. Amazon, yeah, I've seen that they have cheaper pops. My roommate orders a lot of pops off there, but I guess like I said, I don't do a lot of online buying except for like Wish, just because I used to be sponsored by them. Epic Brutal said, "We are here for Ultraman. Get other fandoms out of here." Curtis says, "Comeback of Ozai 2018. No, Ryan Lakers, you're okay though, man. You don't have to like get out of the chat or anything like that. Just I'll check it out in a little bit. I apologize, but I just don't want to take the chance of shutting down the chat at the moment. And this is kind of entertaining, but I apologize, Epic Brutal, for talking about other fandoms. It was a question. I was trying to answer it. But, and see, that's one thing that we got to work out, Ultra Family. We have to work this out, okay? Because I would like to do a lot more things with this channel, creatively, guys. And do things for you guys and come up with new ideas as well, other than just being a narrator for your channel. And every time I try to do that, you get people who get upset and unsubscribe or whatever it might be. So, out of curiosity, what would you guys, here's my question to you guys, because you guys have been asking me questions. What would you guys prefer to see on this channel? Because I know obviously that, you know, my intent is to give you as much Ultraman content as possible. And I'm going to try to do every character. Yeah. You know, I want to see, you know, as many Ultra series as I can, you know, and do as many Ultra series as I can and research as much as I can. But at the same time, I also want to find different ways to do the videos. It gets boring to me, I guess, to just narrate. It gets kind of boring to me to just narrate all the time. And I created this channel for my fandom and my love of Ultraman, so I could talk about it with other people. And I kind of feel like when I'm just narrating a video, I lose out on my ability to talk to you guys. So, I guess, what would you guys like to see? So, Ryan, Lakers, the future, are you curious if this is a vlog? Or are you saying you'd like to see a vlog? Curtis, Champion, are you saying just you would like to see random shit? Any random shit? Well, I kind of want to keep it in the Ultraman category. Gameplays. Like Ultraman gameplays? Masked ass face. Heck yeah, you're back. Thank you. Thanks for tuning back in, man. Or girl. Sorry. I don't know exactly what you are. And sorry if I keep like putting like way up close to my face. I'm trying to read the comments. You'd prefer to see... Ooh, okay, hold on. S9Y Advent. You'd prefer to see discussion podcasts, videos, keeping us up to date on recent news, also Ultra Theory videos, Ultraman video game commentary would also be nice as well. Ryan Lakers wants me to start vlogging. I can do that. So far, you guys got to catch up. S9 Advent and Ryan Lakers got some great ideas going on. Okay, Epic Brutal. Sorry about that. Phone notation. Email. Epic Brutal says more Ultraman stuff that's more sophisticated rather than just like bios, like creative discussions, like theories, like guides, B Factor, and Ultimate Final, and thoughts on Ultraman designs. Gotcha, okay. But the thing is, like I told you guys, I haven't really watched Ultraman Guide or Ultraman Orb, and right now I know that's what a lot of you want to see, but I kind of feel silly making a bunch of Ultraman Guide videos and researching it when I'm not even personally interested in it. And you know, like at the moment, like I have other characters I wanna do a little bit more right now. So it's not like I'm trying to ignore like what you guys want, but there's other things that I would like to do as well. So it's like It's tough, guys. So bear with me there. Okay, masked ass face. You are a man. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so I didn't like offend. Good. Just so everybody knows, masked ass face is not a woman. If you were to make it your own Ultraman, what would it be? Honestly, if you guys want to know the truth, I am a big fan of more grim stories, which is why I was also a big fan of Kikaider and like the anime Kikaider. It had a really, really, really grim story, which I liked. I wish they would take one of the Ultraman series and kind of pull it away from being just about like just like I would like to have it be more about like sorry, I got lost in the comments again. You guys are awesome. Sorry. The comments just keep rolling down and I'm like, oh, comments. I apologize, guys. This is the worst stream ever. It's my first one. Bear with me. But no, if I had an Ultraman, I would kind of aim it more at adults. Because, to be honest with you guys, there's a lot of people around my age, 29 and up, or excuse me, 27 and up, and even older than me and younger than me who like Ultraman. So I would like to see a series aimed more at Ultraman, something a little bit darker, and, something that I can tell wasn't made for children. Not just for children. Okay, so I'm going to get back to my question. If you guys forgot the question, it was just what kind of stuff would you guys enjoy seeing? Because sometimes you guys are hard to please. Because like today, somehow I lost 5 subscribers just by posting I'm doing a Q&A video to let you guys know about this live stream. I was like, how does that happen? What would you do okay, so Ultraman Fighting Evolution. I'm not 100% up to date with that game, but I'll check it out. Ultraman gameplays, hell yes. As the person said after you, as your Irfan, I apologize if I messed up your name, but thank you for commenting. As he said after you, Atsuki FE3 does a lot of gameplays, and to be honest with you, he does them well. And being an Ultraman channel like him, this is going to sound silly, but I'm not interested in stepping on his toes. He's kind of the Ultraman gamer that does the work with all the video games, and me, I like to do the facts and talk to you guys and generate discussion and that kind of thing, since obviously Atsuki doesn't really do that. So, but no, I can't really expose to you who Atsuki is. Just know that I'm a fan of his too. So I don't mean to crush any hopes about playing video games or anything, but that I feel like that'd be disrespectful to Atsuki. That's his area. I want to generate more conversation and stuff like that than he does. Do a top 10 ideas for Tsuburaya. That would be a good video. Ryan Laker says you can just sit down and talk about anything. Gotcha. S9Y Advent. You are right. I do need to stay up to date. You are right. I should probably keep the channel up to date, but it's just tough for me because some of it I'm just not interested in, man. It's like sitting down and watching a crappy movie that you're not a fan of. It's just like, man, I gotta read about this. Fire Digital says Ultraman rant. How's that for a video? I think that's what this is. I think this could technically be considered Ultraman rant. Next thing I know, tomorrow this is going to be on the internet. Ultraman Explained goes insane during late night vlog or live session. Have you seen or heard Lightning Slugger X17 says, have you seen or heard of Kaiju Girls Made from Tsuburaya? It's an anime. No, I haven't heard of that. And that sounds pretty funny. And you're right, S9Y, you're right. Most recent series equals more views, but keep in mind, guys, I am not a money-hungry person. I am not I guess maybe I'm not your typical YouTuber. I'm not in it just for the views, guys. I would rather have 5 people watching my videos who are all big fans of Ultraman, who I like, and who like my videos, than 10,000 fans who don't really like me and barely like my videos. So I guess to me it doesn't really matter about the views as much as it does matter to me about what I'm creating. I want to enjoy what I'm creating, and I want my people watching to enjoy it as well. Let's see here. It doesn't have to be about Geet or Orb, but the like series as you enjoy doing, like the ultimate sword used by the father against Emperor. Okay, I got you. I see what you're saying, Epic Brutal. How about a series going through the... Curtis says, how about a series going through and reviewing the obscure world of Ultraman games? Honestly, again, that's I sound like the worst Ultraman fan in the world, but the games have never intrigued me. Like I've got, I hate to say this, guys, but my roommate's got one on an emulator, and we played it, like some of the older ones on emulator, and he's got them for like PS2 and stuff, and some of the older systems. And it's like, they've never really intrigued me that much. Like, I've even tried playing the ones for my phone, and I was just like, what is this? What am I doing right now? But yeah, I could do a video about some of the games, but I have a feeling that some of you guys probably wouldn't like my responses or my my feelings about some of the games. You guys would be like, "What? Why do you feel that way?" Let's see here. If Brutal says Cosmos doesn't fight and Corona. Let's see here. We're again. As your Irfan, what is your favorite Ultraman? As I said, it's Ultraman Mebius. Fan of Garo. What? You think S9Y? What? I guess what makes you think that Ultraman Orb and Ultraman Orb Origin were less for adults than, or excuse me, less for children than adults? Because if that's the case, maybe I will. Maybe I will check those out. And I'm not really in S9Y. Just so you know, I'm not really worried about losing subscribers. Like I said, I just really wanna. I'm more concerned about. You know, I would rather have 5 people who really, really like my videos and my content, and I really like what I do, than 10,000 people like my videos and my content, and me hate what I do. So I'm happy with the crowd I got. If more people like my videos, great. And the people that don't, I apologize. I'm sorry I'm not the Ultraman YouTube channel for you, but I can tell you about 20 other great YouTube channels as well that are for YouTubers that talk about Ultraman that you could check out as well. They're all great people as well. Future mode is not canon. I heard about that too. Ryan Laker says you can do anything. My channel so far has said otherwise. Sometimes when I do videos like this, you guys are like, I'm out. And then just unsubscribe, which is fine. But then again, that doesn't give me a very good understanding of what you guys enjoy or not. Because if I lose a lot of subscribers when I release a video like this, generally means you don't like it. Did you miss decapitations in Ultraman? Gao Gavin. I'm sorry to say, who got decapitated? That sounds awesome. That that sounds horrible. That was horrible. I don't mean that sounds awesome. But that's definitely a step in the right direction as far as a grimmer Ultraman. Wow, that makes me sound terrible. But no, that is a step in the right direction. Gameplays are overrated, says Final War 22. You know, I kind of agree. Everybody's doing them, and I'm not sure what would make... Sorry, one of my friends just texted me, and I'm not sure what would make me any different if I just did the same thing that everybody else is doing. And to be honest with you guys, if you can't tell, I have no interest in being a gamer on YouTube. I don't. I would rather teach people things and talk to people about things I enjoy than play video games. And S9Y, yeah, Otsky doesn't do, commentary on his videos, but at the same time, I just respect him. He's a way bigger channel than me. And I wouldn't want his fans to turn all crazy and start attacking me for kind of moving in on his territory. Not to mention I used to be a fan of his. So, reviewing instead of gameplays? Reviewing what? Like, video games? Who's telling Lightning Slugger to cool down?
Lightning Slugger's fine. Be cool, be cool. Eddie Yang, what is up? He says, I wouldn't say I'd want a series that's just mostly for teens and up for Ultraman. An Ultraman series that can attract everyone, not just children like Guy Artiga is a better bet. You know, I would agree. As always, a great response from Eddie Yang. Everybody, if you get the chance, say what's up, Eddie. Ryan Lakers says, you are the best YouTuber. Thank you very much. I wish that were the case. But I am not. But I very, very much appreciate it. I hope to be much, much better someday. Like Goji73 or like Atsuki. Those are awesome people. If you get the chance, check them out. It's a cute anime to watch, especially knowing kaiju so much. Lightning Slugger says about the kaiju girls. To be honest with you, that's just not really a concept that I am... Even in the wide variety of anime that are out there, that's not one that I'm exactly like, hey, I think I'm gonna check this one out. I'm sorry, it just doesn't really appeal to that. Masked Ass Face says, I hope they'll make a dark Ultraman series. Like, very dark. That's awesome. I totally agree. But I doubt they will. They want to keep their kids. I mean, and I think that kids should be able to keep watching it too, but maybe like give us an Ultraman. That's what I hoped Geed was going to be, or Geed. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong, but to be 100% honest with you guys, that's what I really hoped that Ultraman Geed or Geed was going to be. Because at the end of the day, I was like, oh, this has the makings to be something awesome. You know, it's Ultraman Belial's son. Oh my goodness, this is going to be crazy. And then what happened? It was like, hey, I just want to sell action figures. Do you play Ultraman Galaxy app? I tried it, but again, I was more than upset. What would I do? Fire Digital Gamer says, what would you do if the series stopped forever? I would be incredibly sad, as I'm sure all of you guys would be, but I don't think they'll do that, because it's like the Doctor Who of Japan. Like, as long as Japan has been around, so is, you know, recently at least, for the last 50 so years, so is Ultraman, so it's kind of like the Doctor Who of Japan. I doubt they'll stop. Ryan Laker says, do anything you like, it's fine. Well, I'll keep that in mind. Final War 22, that's a great question. He said, if you heard there was a Ultraman version of G-Fest, would you go? Yes, I would most definitely go. To be honest, I think being on a YouTube panel would be pretty cool. And I saw that one of my, I guess you could say, he's kind of like my Jedi Master, if you will. I'm a bit like his Padawan. Or I guess that's the joke I always make. But Goji73, he was on a panel, a YouTuber panel at G-Fest, and I just thought that was the coolest thing, and I was like, man, I wish we had something like that for Ultraman. In fact, that's kind of a dream of mine. I'd love to organize a better festival here in the States, if there isn't one already, for Ultraman fans and Ultraman YouTubers alike. Because I know they have one for Godzilla, but come on, Ultraman fans. There's a lot of us YouTubers out there, like, you know, Ryan Zeton and this, that, and the other. We could do it. We could do it. What would you think a sequel to Ultra Galaxy would entail? Since says Centaurus Rhinos. That's a good question. Wow. Probably the strange resurrection of Belial. I mean, that's kind of already happened with Ultraman Geed, I suppose, or Ultraman Orb, but I suppose I'm not even sure what that would be. That's a really good question. And Mitsuzane, that is true. Zero, the movie, is kind of the sequel. Oh, okay. Lightning Slugger says, so what is your next explain video so I can draw it for you? My next explain video, should I give that away here? We'll do it. Ultraman Z Earth, because that's one I've already got kind of worked on, and I think I might be able to do even while my computer's shut down. Masked Assface says, I have a thing for evil ultras. Me too! Me too! Masked Assface, you and I think a lot alike. You're a genius. Epic Brutal. Future Mode isn't canon. I hate to break it, but I'm pretty sure that Future Mode isn't canon. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. All right. But Bell. Sorry, the comments killed me. Orb Origin the Saga didn't try to sell toys. S9, I understand that. I've but you can't really, maybe Orb Origin didn't, but you can't say that Ultraman Orb didn't. The whole premise of like the first 12 episodes of Ultraman Orb was like, buy the toys. You know you want the toys. Buy the toys. Alex says Ace decapitated a lot of kaiju monsters. Heck yeah. Maybe I need to check further into Ace. Lightning Slugger X17 says, can you sing some Ultraman songs? Although I do sing, and I do like to play music, no. Epic Brutal says, future is canon. Checked! That would be interesting, Epic Brutal, if it is canon, because I have heard in many cases that it isn't. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll let you guys kind of fight over that. Mitsuzane, are you in the Ultra Discord? I am not. I was asked to be in it, but to be honest with you, I've got so many eggs in the basket right now that I've kind of got to, just kind of hold off for now. Fire Digital. This is why I like the channel too. This is why I wanted this channel and wanted this is what I wanted this channel to be, an area where we could just all chat, talk, get to know other Ultraman fans, and share our love for something that we all enjoy. Because keep in mind, most people talk crap about, you like Ultraman? Oh, maybe you American fans experience that, because I know I do. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I like it. Deal with it. Sorry, I'm rocking at Sheriff. That's bothering you guys. I apologize. I'm in a rocking chair. Alex Hexagon says, this is place where I belong since the day I exposed to the Ultra series. I hope that means that you've been with this channel since you first found Ultraman. If so, that's awesome. I appreciate that. Curtis says, embrace the decapitation. And Lightning Slugger X17, you asked what's my next explained video. As I told you, I would say, like I said, Z Earth. Yeah, S9Y, you're Ultra Discord. Yeah, you're the one who asked me about it originally, if I remember it correct. Mitsuzane, maybe I will have to check it out. Because I guess everybody keeps saying that, but from what I've seen, it still looks pretty cheesy. I've seen some funny memes that have been made about it that kind of made me like, uh-oh. Let's see here. Any Ultra Acts, says Raccoon Studio. Honestly, I don't have any Ultra Acts. There were a while when I reached that, I think it was like 1,000 or something subscribers, I was going to do that giveaway. And I ordered off for all of those, right? I ordered them. Nothing happened. They never got sent to me. And shortly after that, I moved. So it was just like, that ended up going out the window. And after that, it kind of burnt me out on Ultra Act. So I never really bought any more of their figures. That's not to say they're a bad company, but I was just really upset that I didn't get mine. However, one of my friends, Muhammad Anifa, runs a comic called Story of M78. I did a trailer about it. Go check it out. It's a really good webcomic using the Ultra Act action figures. Sorry, reading comments here. Your guys' conversation is great. Originally, I was going to do a pure Q&A, but you guys are giving me enough material just straight in the comments. S9Y, you said G-Fest has Ultraman stuff. I heard that, but so far I haven't been asked to be a part of it, and I would rather be a part of the event than just a guy walking around. Have I seen any ripoff of Ultraman toys, Ryan Lakers? Yes. Here in the States I have. Definitely. Most definitely. There's a local toy store in the town I am from, or the city I'm from, I should say. And, whoa, what just happened? That went really, really fast. All right, but yeah, there's a local toy store in the town that I'm from, and it has a bunch of rip-off Ultraman toys. In fact, they're even selling them for like way higher price than the actual Ultraman toys themselves even sell for. So they do exist. They definitely exist. I could do that, Epic Brutal. I could alternate back and forth, but I'm going to be honest with you, Ultra Fam. Where I live right now, it is almost midnight. So to be honest, I've been talking for an hour, and I appreciate all you guys for sticking with me. We've had a pretty continuous, I guess men and women, I can't say guys because that's rude. There could be some ladies watching. But I appreciate all of you sticking with this long and having such a great conversation. This has been awesome. This is the first live stream I've ever done, and you guys have made it a really great experience, and I appreciate that. So let me get to some more of these questions here before I decide to wrap this up. Azir, you say Ultraman Zero or Ultraman Hikari. Definitely Ultraman Hikari. I'm a huge Ultraman Hikari fan. S9Y, you say this is fun. You should do streams like this more. I'd like to. Honestly, this is the first stream I've ever done. Actually, I was honestly just curious if I could do it. I was sitting here talking to my roommate after posting that last video, and I was making a joke about how you guys hate when I actually show my face, and I'm not just a narrator. And I was like, wait, there's actually a go live option? I wonder what happens. Heck, I'll do it. So I posted on my media that I'd do it, and that's how this came about. That's why it's kind of poorly put together, but I just wanted to see it. But you guys have made it awesome. That just goes to prove that the Ultraman community is truly the best on YouTube. Screw what anybody says. The Ultraman community is clearly the best on YouTube. Hold on, I'm just reading the comments. Just bear with me here. Cow Gavin says, just saying, me and my friends aren't teenagers, but we love the decapitation. Awesome. I think that might have been the best comment of the night. Just saying. Lightning Slugger says, I'm sacrificing my sleep for this, and I'm enjoying it. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. I'm glad that you're not like completely hating this whole stream. I'm sorry if it hasn't been the greatest, but this is literally the first time that I've ever done a stream before, so I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants. Masked Assface says, oh shit, sorry guys, I want to try not to curse because I don't want to get demonetized, but, I'll use Swedish. Oh shite, I thought it was going to be longer. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a longer live stream, but again, I don't know, typically these live streams run, so I don't want to, overextend, stuff. Yeah. I don't just want to talk forever. And I don't want you guys to get bored either, because you guys are putting forth great comments. Eddie Yang says, Geed's the most serious series in the new gen so far. The gap between series now is Supro is too wide. Eddie, you might have convinced me to go ahead and check that out, because if you guys don't know, Eddie Yang has been with the channel for a while. Totally rocks. One of my favorite of the subscribers. Give that guy some love. I might have to check it out. Barbados says Geed versus Orb. If I had to personally choose, guys, just of what I know of both, I'd say Orb. But that's only because I haven't done as much research on Geed as I have Orb. But I know Orb to be pretty powerful. If there was a female Ultra in the future, what would be her name? Says Raccoon Studios. I don't know. Her name is Jeff? I don't know. How about answering the questions from the comments in the next Q&A session? I could do that. Honestly, I'm sorry, Epic Brutal. I feel so bad because you posted a lot of questions and I planned on answering them in this video. But you guys have the best stream of comments going. And I feel bad not participating because you guys are saying all great stuff. One last question, if you don't mind, says Mitsuzane. What kind of form would you grant Zero? My apologies if the question seems like I'm repeatedly asking this question. No, you're fine. What kind of form would I grant him? Probably a kaiju form. That would be cool. I know it's usually only passable of Evil Ultra, but I think it would be cool to have... Well, technically, wait a minute. Gita's an Evil Ultra, and he has a kaiju form. So I say a kaiju form, Michizane. Let's give Zero a kaiju form. Please no to what, S9Y? Help me out. What are you saying please no to? Lightning Slugger. No, I didn't know that Thailand was mad at Ginga. Why mad at Ginga? I actually kind of liked Ginga. Ginga was another Ultraman I liked. My final question from Fire Digital Gamer. When Ultraman gotta go poop, how do they poop? Oh, I love reading that question. You guys rock so much. That was best question. How do they poop? That is a really good question. I would hope that they've evolved past like the stone that gave them the ability to do that, the plasma spark. I would hope it helped them evolve past the need, or maybe they just go into their human form and crap, to be honest, guys. You were gone for a while, man, says Yeshiwara Reuven. You are right. Or Yeshwara Reuven, I'm sorry, I apologize. I was. It was not my intent at all to be gone that long. But I've had a string of interesting luck. I recently moved. I had a string of really bad health that I am still kind of trying to recover from, but we're not going to talk about that. I also had my laptop blow up on me, a computer monitor blow up on me, and an external hard drive with everything I've ever done on YouTube ever corrupt on me. So basically I lost my ability to do anything YouTube related. And that's why I was gone for so long. But I appreciate all of you guys that have stuck with me during all of this. You guys are just... And girls, I'm sorry that I feel so wrong just saying guys. But honestly, I am way appreciative of all of you for sticking with the channel and showing me how awesome the Ultraman community is. Final War 22 said, I have had worse streams. I hope this isn't like the history's worst stream. I hope I'm not like searching around like the internet in like a week from now and be like, stumble upon YouTube's worst live streams and find me there. Female Ultra title names should be formatted as Ultra name. So, Ultra Jeff, I don't know. Dem titties, though. Fire Digital, what? Titties? Where are titties? What? Where are you getting this? What is my least favorite Ultraman? That is a great question. You had a crop top? Hold on. My least favorite Ultraman. I'm going to get to that really quick. My least favorite Ultraman is probably... Ultraman Ace. No. Ultraman Zophie. There you go. I really don't like him. I just find him annoying. And I find his design special. What least Ultraman series should get a reboot from Barbados? I'm guessing what you mean is like what older series should get a reboot? I think if they're going to do that, I think they should just reboot the original Ultraman. That was amazing. Okay, last question. Which part of the state are you living? I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of a quick or like a scary question. I'm just gonna say that I am from Iowa. There you go, in the USA. When did I start enjoying the Ultra series? Raccoon Studios says his was 15 years ago. A 7. Awesome, Raccoon Studios, you rock. If you're still watching this, you totally rock. That was my favorite Ultraman series as well. I am 27, and that is literally about as long ago as I seen it. I actually seen it on late night TBS when I was a kid.
And then I kind of stumbled around the series then. And then when I got older, I was like 15 or 16. I was walking through Walmart and I seen in the bargain bin the original Ultraman series. And then from then I was hooked. I was hooked. Epic Brutal didn't like my answer of Orb over Geed. Like I said, I apologize, Epic Brutal, but I haven't really watched Ultraman Geed exceedingly close. So maybe that statement was wrong of me to make, but to be honest with you, I don't know. I still think Orb would take it. Dario JCC says, did you know that Matt Frank is going to make a Redman comic? No, I did not know that. Curtis Champion says, hey, the poop question's my joke. No, hey, and we're going to settle this. Final War 22. I do not have a crop top. Look, it's a coat. It's a full-on coat. I just have the sleeves pulled up. And I have a hoodie underneath. I do not have a crop top. Ha! Huh. Wheelchair21 says, use dude. What does that mean? Lol. Use dude lol. What is that? What? Lightning Slugger, yeah, I heard about that too. That the Ultraman stolen design, yeah, I heard about that. It was really silly. History's Wheelchair 21 says history's worst stream is Ninja Talks Live with my friend. That's sad. That's your friend. You should support them. S9Y says Ultraman Explained, with all of this stuff that's happened to you, I feel like you have Parker luck. That's kind of true. That's kind of true, S9Y. It is very true. I have very, very, very poor luck. But what matters is it's not how you fall down. I hate to quote my man Batman here, or Batman's dad, background, Batman. But it's not how you fall down, it's how you pick yourself back up. Let me see here. It's getting old, including Tiga. 50th anniversary, yeah. Ryan says, get some rest. We need more videos from you. I know. I honestly, you guys... Oh, I thought... Yeah, honestly, I need to be more diligent in my video making. But I'm just really, really busy. And like I said, I just got emailed about joining a network. And I've been trying to revive my old channel, Temple Ozai, so I can stop being just a narrator and do more of this kind of stuff, like talk, you know, and see people. Well, I can't see people, but you know what I mean. You know, be seen. I don't like being just a narrator. I have a good narrator's voice, but I don't like being one. Raccoon Studio says, damn straight. Amen to you, bro. 7 all the way. I totally agree. 7 was the first one I seen, and I did totally goes. It's still kind of one of my faves. Oh my goodness. Centaurus Rhinos, you are awesome for asking what do you remember about the Tiga dub on Foxbox. What I remember of it is that it might have been the worst dub, or funniest dub, depending on how you look at it, in the history of the world. That was hilarious. It made me mad to a degree because I thought, sorry, if you guys see me flailing, I'm taking off my coat. It's really, really hot in this room. But honestly, it made me mad to a degree because I was like, I thought they were purposely misdubbing it and making a joke out of the show. Because to be honest with you guys, here's a fact you may not know. I am a huge fan of the Ultraman Tiga comic book series. I actually collect the comic book series, and I have quite a few of them. So when I heard Ultraman Tiga was going to be coming to Fox or whatever it was, I was excited. I was like, heck yeah, you know? And then they gave it that funny dub, and I was like, what? Why did that happen? Okay. All right. And then I watched the Japanese dub. When while different, it wasn't much better. Anyways, Orb is better than Geed until like episode 10, says Wheelchair 21. I'll take that. I'm not gonna argue there. Wheelchair 21 says, when you were talking about his or her
Her crap. Okay, Final War crap top, crap lop. Okay, I got you. I got you. I thought you said crop top at first. I thought you said I was wearing a crop top. I'm like, dude, do you think I'm out here dressing like a girl? How Ultra 7 was made? Ultra 7, Ultraman 87. Dude, that might be true. Fire Digital, you might be right. Wheelchair 21 says, I do support his streams. I'm on them. Oh, okay. Well, then I can't really talk crap. I guess you're doing the right thing. Massface says, what? Lightning Slugger says, Tsuburaya needs to bring back Ultraman USA and Great Powered Neos. To be honest with you, I'm going to get some flack for this from you guys, okay? And I understand this. But to be 100% real with you guys, I don't feel like America should be ever given... And I'm sorry if you guys hear a lot of wind right now. I turned on my fan. It was getting obscenely hot in here. Centaurus Rhino says, good stream, man. Good stream. No, this is a terrible stream. I apologize, guys, if this is terrible. I want to repeat again for all the people who just recently got here. If this is a bad stream, I apologize. This is literally the first stream I've ever done on this channel, at least. And I was going to answer some questions that I had got, but you guys keep posting better questions. So I figured, why not just chat with you and answer yours? But no, to be honest with you guys, I don't think USA should probably ever get an Ultraman series again, because we have a habit of taking Japanese stuff and making it a lot worse than it is. Like, I was very, very upset about Ghost in the Shell, as Ghost in the Shell is my second favorite anime of all time, and Death Note was number one, and America took its ability to ruin everything and completely ruined both of those series. Centaurus Rhinos. Yes, 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 I know. My stream needs to get better. Sorry, I'm just reading through your guys' comments. You guys have a lot of great comments. Raccoon Studios says you create... Hey, shout out to Raccoon Studios if you guys are sitting here reading the comments. I hope you are. Or if you're watching this live or this stream later. Shout out to Raccoon Studios. Go check on Instagram. They said they started a clothing company called Mebium. Inspired by the name of Ultraman. So definitely go check it out and see if you like it. Go support Raccoon Studios. They're awesome. And they're part of the Ultraman family, so you guys should support them as well. Again, go search up the name Mebium on Instagram for Raccoon Studios. You guys are really going in on this Noah thing, huh? Hold on a second. What's my opinion on Ultraman 80? Ultraman 80, I don't know. I don't really have a solid opinion of Ultraman 80. He's not like, oh, I lost you guys. Sorry. This is what happens when I try doing other stuff on my phone, guys. I'm sorry if I lose you here real quick. My phone's telling me it's low on battery, but that's okay. We'll keep going until this thing is ready to die. But, or you guys can bounce out now. It's up to you guys. But my opinion of Ultraman 80, I don't have a big opinion because during that time, I think they started to get kind of weak on how they were portraying the Ultras, and they weren't very creative. Lightning Slugger says, yeah, true, Netflix ruined Death Note. Yeah, guys, you guys got to know it as well as I do. Netflix ruined that Death Note. Oh, true, Eddie, that is a good point. Eddie, that is a really good point. Eddie Yang says, I feel like unlike Super Sentai or Kamen Rider, Ultraman is probably the hardest to adapt using stock footage without it looking like, or excuse me, without it not looking like it's in Japan. And that is very true. That is probably why they haven't done more Ultraman adaptations. But I think at this point, that still, I don't know, there's part of me that still gets irritated with that, because it's like, okay,
there's a big enough audience here in America of people who enjoy foreign films and Asian films and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, I don't think we would be mad with having them dubbed over. I mean, we do it for anime all the time. I mean, what's the difference, I guess? I don't know. Cal Gavin says, what was your favorite decapitation? He is really into that decapitation. Yeah, that's probably true, Eddie. I would agree that's probably why. Lightning Slugger asks, are you asking me what I can do to protect the environment? Um, only you can prevent forest fires, right? Centaurus Rhino says, you're in Iowa? Dude, we're in the same time zone. That is awesome, yeah. I don't know where you're from, Centaurus Rhino, and I don't want to put you out there like that by asking you. But yep, I am in Iowa, so we are probably in the same time zone. Raccoon Studios, I would be very interested in that. I hope you're still watching this, brother and or sister. I would say brother by the whole Reggie thing. Raccoon Studios, if you still are watching this and are interested in like a sponsorship thing, I would be totally for it. And I would be very much interested in helping you spread the name of your small company as well, or your young company as well. I really enjoy helping promote other people as well, and smaller channels and other people who are doing creative things, as I myself am a creator. So, like for instance, like my friend who created the Story of M78 webcomic, I wanted to promote him as well. So that's why I made him the trailer so that you guys could go check that out. So I would definitely be interested in something like that, Raccoon Studios. Just get a hold of me on my Facebook page. Lightning Slugger says you're in New Jersey. What's New Jersey like this time of year? Is it cold? Super Sei Hawaii says, what are your thoughts on Geeds? You must have just joined the stream. Welcome. I will say thank you for joining. And I would say, unfortunately, you haven't seen it yet. Okay, quick question to you guys. Am I still lagging? People were saying that I was getting leggy. Has that been corrected? Because I plugged my phone in, so hopefully I'm not as laggy anymore. What are my thoughts on Geeds? Says Super Sei Hawaii E. If you missed it, I'm not a big fan of Geed. I haven't watched it yet. To say that I don't like it, but what I've seen of it, I haven't been really impressed. Centaurus Rhino, that's awesome. That's like literally one state away. That's awesome. Mastass, that's awesome. Sorry, that was a well-placed comment. No offense, Centaurus Rhino, but that was actually pretty funny. I enjoy a good joke. The story of M78 comic is top-notch, says S9Y Beyond. Exactly, it is. If you guys haven't seen it yet, go check out my friend Muhammad Hanifa's story of I can't even talk, guys. I'm sorry, it's getting late. My brain's getting numb. Story of M78 comic. It's great. It's a webcomic he made using the Ultra Act figures, and if you like the story, it's great for kids and adults, you know. Curtis Champion says, what? See, that's what I'm waiting for, is good questions like that. Hold on. Oh my goodness. This is moving really quickly. Curtis Champion says, what non-Ultraman Tokusatsu YouTuber do you watch? Ah, I love that question. I've always been curious that of other YouTubers too. To be honest with you, non-Ultraman or Tokusatsu, that takes away Goji73. I'm a pretty big fan of his. But to be honest with you, guys, I'm a huge fan of PewDiePie. Say what you will. I'm sorry if that loses me fans, but I'm a big fan of PewDiePie. I'm also a huge fan of like a lot of the Star Wars YouTubers. And because I'm a big Star Wars fan. Comics Explained is one of my favorite channels, as well as, let me think here, Comic Storian. Comic Storian is probably my first or second favorite YouTuber. It's really cold up there. Yeah, it's pretty cold here too, Lightning Slugger. It's the last week or so it's been uncomfortably cold, if you guys can't tell by the way I'm dressed. Fire Digital Gamer says, what was the worst dub you ever heard in any Japanese TV show? To be honest with you, I watch a lot of Japanese television. So I have heard quite a few very, very poorly dubbed shows. But I think the worst dub I've ever seen might actually be an Ultraman dub. And I'm trying to think of which Ultraman it is, but I want to say it came after Ultra 7. I'd have to check on my computer, but I'm pretty sure it came after Ultra 7. And it was so bad that the English dub was so bad that I couldn't, like... Because granted, it was an English dub, but it was also pronounced by a Japanese citizen who clearly had a very, very thick accent. So even though it was in English, it was still, like, kind of Japanese. Like, it was kind of hard to understand, but the person did a great job, but it was just not the best for me to understand. I had a hard time. What is my favorite human host or forum, says Dario JCC? Funny enough, as much as I hated, or not hated, disliked Ultraman Orb, Guy Kurenai was probably my favorite host. I just thought he had a cool personality. Centaurus Rhino says, what do you think of the state of the Ultraman would be like if this Ultra N project was a success? I think it would be a lot darker. I think it would be a lot darker than it is now, and I think they'd be a little less focused on selling toys. S9Y says, you are mildly lagging. Guys, please let me know if I'm still lagging. I'm trying to get that to stop. But I will be wrapping this up soon. Lightning Slugger, have you seen an Ultraman dab? Like dab? Like, what are we talking about here? Hawaii has weird weather? I've heard that. I'm actually talking... I have a really, really good friend who used to live in Hawaii. Mitsuzane says lightning, please. We've actually had plenty of that the last couple of days. Ace is dabbed? Wait a second. What are we talking about here, guys? What kind of dabbing are we talking about? This is not okay. Ultraman is family friendly. And Nutshot. You guys are killing me. Malaysia's rain and sunny day. Okay, got you. That's kind of how it's been here today, too. Raccoon Studios says great. Raccoon Studios says, you came into YouTube fray at a perfect time. YouTube needs an Ultraman channel like this. Congrats to you, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate all you guys that think that and feel that way. Because it always kind of feels like I'm flying by the seat of my pants, or I'm like not exactly sure what I'm doing, but I'm just... I know that I like Ultraman, and I know I like sharing my love of Ultraman with you guys, and I'm very pleased and very appreciative that you guys have responded so positively the way you have. You guys have made it twice the experience it has been without you. I guess it could have been without you. Gavin Cow, you said you live in New Zealand, so it's still same time. Gavin, excuse me. I have wanted to visit New Zealand my whole life. If I ever come to New Zealand, I hope to be able to visit you. It's actually one of my dreams to visit there. And I hope to get the chance to do so within the next couple years. Curtis Champion says that's funny because you kind of look like Poods. It's funny. It's funny that you say that because, believe it or not, I have been mistaken for him quite a bit. Actually, at my old job, I'll tell you guys. I used to work at a gas station. I was a manager there. And because our hairstyle is very, very similar, we style our hair similar. My natural hair color is blonde, and I also speak Swedish. It is very common that we are mistaken for one another. Actually, I have a friend who is embarrassing as this is. My name is Spencer. If you guys don't know, and she calls me Spency Pie, which is adorable, absolutely adorable, and it's just kind of funny at the same time because I guess I look a lot like him. Deca Blue is what I'm guessing that is. If that's Leet Speak, said, "Have you heard of Ultraman Tiga's Mexican dub?" No, I haven't. Is it bad? I don't speak Spanish. Unfortunately, that's not one of the languages I'm very good in. Barbados says, "Do you think that U.S. will ever adapt Kamen Rider again?" I don't mean to sound like a jerk in saying this, Barbados, like I hate America or anything, but I hope not. We have a horrible, stupid habit of ruining everything great that Japan makes, or completely misinterpreting it, or completely twisting it away from its natural state. And I think Japan does a pretty good job on their own of creating media and creating creative things. The most we should be doing is maybe dubbing their stuff that comes here. I don't think there should ever be any more adaptations that happened with any more Japanese series. If anything, just dub them. That's it. If they want to make a live-action movie, let them do it. Like the Death Note live-action movies done by Japan, done well. The live-action Death Note movie done by America, crappy. ADF Stuff says, "You live in the UK where it always rains. You live in one of my favorite countries of the world, my friend." That is another place that I've wished I could travel my entire life. I've literally dreamed of traveling there my entire life. All right, Fire Digital says, "Gonna eat. Be back in a few minutes. Eat well. Eat well. Fire Digital. I can't talk." Eddie says that Barbados, or excuse me, I apologize. Oh man, this is getting rough. I guess Saiban almost tried to bring another. I really hope they don't. I really hope they didn't. I really hope they don't. Barbados says, "If you watched the Garo live series, it was a very dark series." No, I haven't. Actually, I haven't. Now you guys have me confused. I might have to go check that out. But yeah, ADF stuff. I really very much want to visit the UK. It's one of my favorite countries on earth. Fire Digital says, "Hated Armor of Darkness." What? Why? Lame. Centaurus Rhino, yes, you are right. Japan's dub of Beast Wars is pretty infamous. Can we just agree that this dubbing nightmare needs to relax and people need to do a little bit more research? Raccoon Studio says, "Before I go to bed, since it's 1:16 a.m. in New York City right now, I want to know, do you think the Ultra Brothers would win or the Justice League would win?" Oh, I love that you asked that question. Raccoon Studios, you totally rock. That's a great question. That's the kind of questions I like to answer. And my answer would be the Justice League, because I am so biased. I am a loyal Batman fan, and as much as I love Ultraman, it will never touch my love for Batman. I'm a much stronger Batman fan. I have the utmost faith in him. He beat Superman. Take that. He beat Superman. If you don't believe me, read this graphic novel. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is The Dark Knight Returns. He beat Superman. Batman did, so he could beat Ultraman. Take that. Curtis Champion says, "I also live in New Zealand, and that's great if it's not raining." But see, I like rain. That's why I've always wanted to visit like Seattle in the USA, because they have a lot of rain there. I'm a big fan of rain. S9Y says the Ultra Brothers would destroy the Justice League. Gal, you agree? Aw, oh, man, that hurts me. I like the Justice League. I call Justice League for the win. Sorry, guys. Hey. Yeah, ADF stuff, you're right. All American Toku adaptations have been pretty bad. Yeah. At first I was going to try to argue that, and then I have to admit you're right. You're just 100% right. Even though I did like Beetleborgs as a kid, watching it now as an adult, no. Lightning Slugger says, "What happens if there's going to be a U.S. Ultraman Tiga movie?" I have no idea.
I really would hope that there isn't. Just because, no. No. We already messed up Ultraman Tiga really, really bad. S9Y, yeah, Batman did have help from Green Arrow, but it still happened. Period. I will argue this until the sun goes down. Batman of Supreme! Sorry, I'm so biased, can you tell? S9Y, are you a secret Superman fan? Because I hate Superman. I like you, but I don't like Superman. Are you a Superman fan? ADF Stuff says, are you a fan of Metal Heroes? I'm not 100% sure if I've heard of it, to be honest. Lightning Slugger says, what's the next anime that's going to be ruined by US movie company? I'm pretty sure any anime they get their hands on. Can we just settle on that? Well, that's a confusing question, ADF Stuff. You said there are a lot of countries you'd like to visit, but are there any countries you'd like to visit? Of course. Maybe you're just making fun of my own redundancy. I actually have been in many other countries. Well, we'll talk about that another time. Batman vs Superman makes no sense. If you want to stop punching, you say this. My mother's name is Martha. Lol. Have you guys ever played the game Crabs Against You, or not Crabs Against Cards Against Humanity? There's another game called Crabs Adjust Humidity that it's an expansion on it that I was thinking of. Have you heard that Hollywood plan on adapting... Barbados says, have you heard that Hollywood plans on adapting the anime Your Name to a live action? I hope not. I really, really hope not. That was a great movie. S9Y says, I'm not a Superman fan, but I'm a huge fan of comics. My man. My man. There you go. Me too. Are you a Batman hater, though, S9? Come on now. Be honest. Do you hate Batman? Deka Blue says, prime Japanese dub is also offensive. They dropped the show before Beast Hunter's arc. What are my thoughts on Power Rangers? Lightning Slugger says. Actually, I'm a big fan of Power Rangers. That is one of the few... Sorry, I keep itching my nose, but that is actually one of the few occasions... It's allergies. It's one of the few occasions that I actually like the American dub. I love Power Rangers. Power Ranger Lost Galaxy is probably my favorite. Curtis says, yeah, rain's cool as long as it doesn't end in a flood. I would agree. Rain is cool as long as it doesn't flood, guys. Oh, S9Y, how you gonna do that to me? He says I'm mainly a Marvel guy. Spider-Man would own Batman, sorry. If my roommate was in here right now, he would be trolling me so hard, S9Y, because that is his favorite superhero as well, and he tells me the same thing all the time. Our rooms actually kind of clash. My room is a Batman room, his is a Superman room for that very fact. Or, excuse me, Spider-Man. Tsuburaya has been trying to get a hold of that US market since at least as far back as Ultraman The Journey Begins with Hanna-Barbera. Centaurus Rhinos, I agree, but at the same time, I think they kind of took that opportunity away with our crappy version of the Ultraman movie, and kind of like they did with Godzilla. And Masked Ass Face, no, I don't think it's you. Ultraman Great Suit does look kind of crappy. Oh, ADF stuff. You meant what country do I live in? I live in the USA. I actually live in Iowa, state in the USA. Raccoon Studios. You're totally alright, man. I'm just a Batman fan. It's just playful fun is all. No actual fighting. I like you guys all too much to argue with any of you. Have a good night, too. Raccoon Studios. You know, I'm a big fan. Appreciate your time. SNY says, no, man, I love Batman. That's good. I love Batman, too. Masked Ass Face says, God, I want to poop, but I don't want to miss out on the stream. Masked Ass Face, bro, do you have a cell phone? It's like, bring your cell phone to the bathroom. Watch it as you crap. I'm cool with that. We can all be poop buddies, except I'm not going poop, but you can. Fire Digital Gamer says, what was the first Tokusatsu series you ever watched? Power Rangers. No. Kamen Rider. Epic Brutal says LMAO. I was gone for half an hour and I didn't expect the Q&A to still be here. I didn't expect to still be here, but the conversation has been pretty fun. And like I said, I don't feel I get to talk to you guys enough. S9Y, you're right. American Godzilla comics were pretty good, but the Zilla that we came up with, which is what I believe the Japanese have officially dubbed him, was not great. I just also don't think Matthew Broderick should ever be in a movie ever again, but that's my opinion. ADF stuff says I recently started reading Spider-Man and Deadpool, but I should probably start reading some other comic series. I would agree. To be honest with you, this is probably not entertaining to anybody else but me and ADF stuff and comic book fans like S9Y. But this is what I am reading right now. I don't know if you guys can see it. My head's kind of in the way. But I've got The Dark Knight Returns, Kingdom Come, Golden Age Batman, the Court of the Owls series, and Batman Zero Year, Justice League, Throne of Atlantis, and Batman the Killing Joke. So those are the ones I'm going through right now. Spider-Man and Deadpool is good. Yep, they definitely are. Except the only thing is it kind of bothers me how many people are now like Deadpool fans after the movie. Deadpool's been a really cool hero for a long time, and people just like kind of now start discovering him. Quick question. Cow Gavin says, if you were to make an Ultra Lance or Cyber Armor for Victory X, what kaiju? Can you kind of help me out with that question? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Lightning Slugger says, you say Spider-Man too? Ah, what's up with all you Spider-Man fans? Spider-Man's not bad, just not better than Batman. Sorry, guys. Centaur's Rhino, Ultraman Explained. Watch it as you crap. That should be my new tagline at the end of videos. Instead of don't forget to subscribe. Ultraman Explained. Watch it as you crap. Masked Ass Face says, I'm just scared I would drop my phone in the ash chamber. Or the poop, excuse me. Pardon my language. I'm just scared I would drop my phone in the poop chamber. That is probably the best thing I've read all night. That's so awesome. Wait, what did I miss? What are we talking about now? Epic Brutal, you're probably not going to be happy, my man. We're not talking, or woman. We're not talking too much about Ultraman. I apologize. We got off topic. Fire Digital, what are my thoughts on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Honestly, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, if you look over in the corner of my room, I have a poster for it. Right, where's my hand? Right above my finger. Right here. This one I'm kind of poking at. I actually kind of like JoJo. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't like the American dub as much. But I've always thought it was pretty cool. It's been out for a while. I've enjoyed it for a while. S9Y says, do you have a long box of comic books?
I I have two.
ADF stuff says that my first Toku series, other than Power Rangers, was Kamen Rider. Yep, I would agree with you. I think that might have been the first one I seen too. ADF stuff, I think you and I might be around the same age. Lightning Slugger says, I got school in the next 6 hours. Lightning Slugger, although I appreciate you watching my stream, you need to get your sleep, my friend. School is very important. I myself have already finished school and finished college, but you guys definitely don't mess up school. It's important. Have I seen ADF stuff says, have you seen the Japanese Spider-Man show? Yes, I have. It's awesome. It's one of those shows that I can't watch without laughing, though. Alex says 1 week school holiday in my country. Heck yeah! Lucky Alex. Alex got out lucky this week. ADF stuff says I watch YouTube on the poop chamber a lot. That's I share that, brother. I totally agree. That's the best thing to do. Why would you read news when you could just watch a funny YouTube video? Might even help. Centaurus Rhino says, Gavin Gow says the same. Dude, we're all in agreement. All of us are in agreement. Centaurus Rhino says, what Ultraman series have you watched all the way through? And that would be Mebius. I've watched quite a few of them, actually. Repeatedly, I watch Mebius. I'm sorry, I was thinking. I kind of just made a funny face. I was thinking. Ultraman Mebius. Ultraman 7. And I want to say parts of Nexus. Lightning Slugger says, what are your thoughts on Alex the Kaiju fan? Now, I want to make something very clear. Very, 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 very clear. I will not trash or stand for the trashing of anybody on my YouTube channel or in these comments. We can joke around about stuff, but if you meant that in a bad way about Alex the Kaiju fan, I will say go ahead and let's just stop that. But I think Alex the Kaiju fan is a great person. I've had really, really good encounters with him. I started out as a fan, to be honest. And I'll probably continue being a fan. I think he does great work. Sometimes I think age has a little bit to play, but I just think he's great. I'm a big fan, actually. And I would hope he enjoys my videos as well. Because at the end of the day, all of us Ultraman YouTubers kind of need to stick together. We need to form a little bit better of a community. Masked Assface says, I need to improve my pooping skills. I didn't know that was something you could really improve. I thought that was something we just all kind of knew how to do. Barbados, that's a really good question. I don't know why they took out the characters either, like Ghost in the Shell or Doctor Strange. I completely agree with you. I don't know why they do that, because it's not like the United States doesn't have... It's not like we have a shortage on good Asian actors. There's many good Asian actors and actresses that would be perfectly fit for doing most of the roles that white people are subbed in for, and I'm not sure why that happens. For instance, I think one of the roles that sticks in my mind the greatest would be the role of Motoko Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell. I think the very, very pretty girl from A Pacific Rim, who played opposite the main character, would be a great Motoko Kusanagi. And I think she might be Chinese. Maybe she's Japanese. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but I think she would be a great Motoko Kusanagi, and she's already shown that she can act and do martial arts stuff, so she'd be great, but they, for some reason, didn't choose her. Gavin Hang says, what are my thoughts on the series getting more and more, sometimes overly flashy and having over-the-top designs? To be honest, Gavin, I think it's an attempt to keep viewership. I mean, after a while, if you keep doing the same thing over and over, you've got to kind of up the ante to make people more and more entertained, otherwise you're going to lose the following. Fire Digital. I don't know how you guys got on talking about pooping, but it's awesome. And S9Y, you're right. It is pretty much whitewashing. It is. I don't know why that occurs in Hollywood, but then again, we all know that Hollywood is probably one of the most corrupt places you could probably ever be. Lightning Slugger, alright, sounds good. Be safe, my friend. Thank you for the help. RLC Studios, you asked me this earlier, like it's very, very important that you know how old I am. So you know, I thought everybody knew, but I'm 27. I'm 27. Do you think I look old? Epic Brutal says, back once again. How you doing, Epic Brutal? Sorry, I'm just reading through the comments. You guys are talking about some interesting things. I want to learn how to do a 720 quick shot. What? Do you like the Persona game series? To be honest with you, Alex, I haven't really played Alex Hexagon. I haven't really played it. I've heard it's really good. I'd be interested in trying it. I would agree with you, S9Y. I don't think there's powerful either. Epic Brutal, I think the reason the Grand King returns so great is because they kind of, like I said, reinventing old stuff to try to make it awesome. RLC Studios, I already answered your question. Chill out. ADF says, would you ever consider reviewing all the Ultraman shows? I would. And I probably would have already started to do more of them if I didn't think I would get in trouble for copyright infringement. But you never know who's going to tag you for that. S9Y, it's called Super Grand King for a reason. However, they didn't exactly make it so super grand or king when they first released it. RLC Studios, bro, how old are you again? 27. Thank you, Mast Ass Face. Thank you, Centaurus Renos. The girl in Pacific Rim is Japanese. Her name is Rinko Kikuchi. Excuse me. Kuchi is the name for mouth in Japanese. See, she would have been a perfect choice. Do you guys agree that that Rinko lady from Pacific Rim that starred opposite the main character would have been a good Motoko Kusanagi for Ghost in the Shell instead of putting Scarlett Johansson in there? Favorite Ultraman of all time, Gavin? Ultraman Moebius. Random Meme says, yo, how have you been? It's been a while since I've seen your videos. Great to have you back. Thank you. I very much appreciate that. Glad to have you here. I appreciate all of you still watching my stream. I'm glad you guys are all still supporting me after how long I was gone. I might start doing the streaming thing more often. This one has already become absurdly long. Walter Clark, what is up? Everybody say what's up to Walter. If you're still watching this. Walter is a close personal friend. Say what's up to that man. He's a good man. Epic Brutal says, why doesn't Supo release any more Ultraman games since FE0, excuse me. I'm pretty sure they have, but just not like major console. RLC Studio says, bro, I thought you were 25. No. Unfortunately, I'm 27. I'm getting old. I actually just had my 27th birthday last month. Okay, it said like Co. So Gavin Co. Gotcha. I actually have a friend who's Vietnamese with that name and pronounces it slightly different, so I apologize, Gavin, if I was pronouncing Gavin Co. if I was pronouncing that slightly strange. I have a friend who's Vietnamese who pronounces his last name Gao, and it's spelled like that, or his first name. Why Epic Brutal says, why doesn't Ultraman getting Toku crossover like what Kamen Rider and Super Sentai are so often doing nowadays? So are you asking why they aren't getting more crossovers? I would assume it's because they probably have a trouble tying together all the different Ultraman universes and all the different Ultraman stories and exactly when they would take place. Because there's a lot of unleft questions at the beginning and end of each series. ADF does stuff says, do you know who Masura Foradidawa is? Foradidwa? I am not 100% sure. That was strange. That last name, did you? I'm totally confused on what you're saying at ADF stuff, as far as who you're asking if I know. Epic Brutal says, do you consider Zero's Beyond design to be botched? No. I had thought they did too. Masked Ass Face, I thought they did a crossover as well. But then again, like I said, I have absorbed so much information throughout my reading of Ultraman facts that sometimes it all kind of blends together. It's tough to keep it all separated. Fire Digital says, what's your favorite Kamen Rider series? I'd probably say Dark. If Ultraman had a crossover, Random Meme says, which fandom would you like him to have a crossover with? Personally, let's think here. I'm an appropriate one that I think could be interesting. I would honestly say like the Marvel or DC universe, because I think that would be a really interesting matchup. Just think of that kind of fight. Either the Marvel or DC. I mean, I don't care what you're a personal fan of. I'm obviously a DC fan, but just imagine that fight between the Ultraman characters in the DC or Marvel universe. It'd be righteous. Epic Brutal says, thoughts on the release of the Movie Forms capsule set? Poor. Like I said, I don't do the whole action figure-y crap. And yes, I say crap. I think it's crap. Walter Kalaric, you had to crash. Have a great night. Have a good night, sir. Sleep well. Please be safe. Have a good day at work tomorrow, my friend. Random Memes, thank you so much. Says, I'm supporting you because you are the best. No, you're the best. Thank you for watching my videos. The number of people in the stream, 12, my age. RLC Studios, yep. Hey, it's not a bad thing. Random Memes, heck yeah, thank you for saying what's up to Walter. Well, I am way back in the comments, huh? You guys are probably like, dude, this guy is so behind. Sorry, my comments are coming in a little bit slower than I suppose you guys are probably getting them. Or posting them, excuse me. Yeah, Walter, you have a few years on me. And us. The guy in Facebook call. Okay, I got you, RLC. I got you. It isn't called Ultraman for nothing. Epic Brutal. Random Meme says, I totally agree. Centaurus Rhinos. I might have to check out Ultraman Ultra 7X. I've heard about that myself, and I heard but I just haven't had the chance to delve into it. I've been super busy recently. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on some of the comments, guys. Bear with me here. What? Okay, so hold on a second. I've got to read this because ADF stuff says this is our official description for Masura on the Ultraman Discord group. Masura For Dead Wa is an infamous band member of Nebula N78. He is a person who is known for strange, extreme, and biased opinions, especially with his absolute favorite Ultraman Jack. Also, he really hates Gaia. Since then, he has become a living meme, making his way into server commands and inside jokes. Who is this person? And why do you all hate him? Watch Kamen Rider Amazon Season 1 and 2. Very dark, violent, and bloody. Like people get eaten by Amazons. That sounds crazy. RLC Studio says I can grow as tall like Ultraman. I will go to Japan. Dude, if I could do that, I'd be in Japan right now. RLC Studio says, are you hyped for Ultraman Geed episode 16? No, not a Geed fan. Oh, S9Y. That is a tough question, man. Ultraman versus Galactus. Wait a second. That's like... S9Y, you can't actually be saying that would be a fair matchup between Ultraman and Galactus. Come on now. I'm scrolling through comments still, guys. Sorry, still reading. Not trying to be purposely silent. You guys are just killing me. Epic Brutal, you are killing the comments, cuz. Ultra 7X is streaming on Go99, S9Y says. I'm going to have to keep that in mind. I'm actually going to write that down. See? Even a grabbing a pen. Done. Useful knowledge gained. ADF stuff says, I found Ultra 7X really boring. For dark Ultraman shows, I'd rather watch the original 7 or Leo. I guess I haven't really seen too much Leo, though, to know for sure. Alex Hexagon says Leo was really dark. The first series where all the members were annihilated. Uh-oh. Maybe I'll have to check out Ultraman Leo. Are there any good dubs of Ultraman Leo out? RLC Studios says, have you watched Ultraman vs. Kamen Rider? No, but I'd be interested in seeing it. Random Meme says, I gotta go. I gotta get my brother from school. Be back. Alright. Be safe. Oh, you mean like the whole planet of M78 versus Galactus. S9Y, I was gonna say. Brother, that cannot be a safe matchup. I would definitely choose... Who's Galactus's herald? That's the question I'll put to you, S9Y. If you are a big fan of comic books, who would Galactus's herald be? And then I'll answer that question. Mast Ass Face says, I'm gonna go poop. You go take care of that, my friend. ADF stuff says, which country would you want to live in the most? If I had a choice, it would be either Japan or right where you are, my friend. Right in the UK. My actual heritage is I'm part Serbian, part German. But out of all the countries in the world, I'd like to either live in Japan, Sweden, or the UK. Or Sverige, if you speak Swedish. S9Y says go 90, not go 99. Did I write go 99? No, I wrote go 90. I just said it wrong because I'm an idiot. I apologize. S9Y says Mike going out. Mike fix now. Okay. Hopefully it's not messed up still. S9Y says Ultraman Leo is subbed on Crunchyroll. Ah, I hate that though. Fire Digital Gamer HD. This might be bad to younger viewers, but did you ever see Rule 34 of Ultraman? Tee-hee. Tee-hee. No. I'm not a Rule 34 searcher, my friend. Never had much of a need. ADF stuff says, personally, I don't like dubs. To be honest with you, for the most part, I don't. But, like, with Ultraman series, I always find myself watching them and also doing something else during it. Like, they always inspired me to make videos or edit a video. So usually I'll be editing a video and half watching the series, and I like being able to hear what's going on as I edit. Firelord would be the Galactus Herald. S9Y. Ooh. 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 I say Ultraman. S9Y, I'm going to say Ultraman. I kind of feel scary saying that, but I'm going to say Ultraman. ADF stuff says Kamen Rider. Which Kamen Rider series have you seen? Black, and a couple other ones. Most of them were a suggestion from a buddy named Nick. He also has a YouTube channel, reviews a lot of movies and stuff. He's a real good guy. Kamen Rider versus Power Rangers. Who will win? Dude, I'm calling Kamen Riders all day. If it's like a line of Kamen Riders versus a line of Power Rangers, I'm calling Kamen Riders all day. ADF stuff says, I want to live in Germany. I wouldn't right now, my friend. It's under martial law, but I think the UK might be too. US isn't yet, but I know that Germany is. Centaurus Rhino says, do you like any J-horror? Yes, I'm a big fan of J-horror. Actually, I'm a firm believer that Japan also makes the best horror films. S9Y says dubs are evil. Yeah, I'm lazy. I don't mind them. Alex Hexagon says, was Kiss Asian legal or illegal site for watching Ultraman stuff? Technically, any site that streams like Ultraman stuff is illegal unless it has express permission from them. Because, like S9Y said, they're being sued. But at the end of the day, chances are nothing's going to happen because there's so many streaming websites out there that you can find stuff like this. Fire Digital Gamer HD says, what's your favorite horror movie of all time? I would say my favorite horror movie of all time... To be honest with you, and this is going to sound funny, but it's an older movie, but it still just kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies every time I watch it. And I don't know why. It just freaks me out. And it is... Let me think here. Let me think. It would be... Oh, what is it called? Sixth Sense. That's it. It would be The Sixth Sense. So, probably... Let's see here. Which one do you like more, Ginga or Victory? Victory. Who is the Ultraman you don't like? Mine is nice. Mine would be... I think I already answered this question in the stream. Go back in the stream to find out. ADF stuff says, I love how you pronounce Kamen Rider. Yeah, I know it's pronounced common a lot, and most commonly. But it's another one of those things that it depends on how you look at it. Because here in the U.S., we have that exact same word referring to an animal. and a set of islands, and they are said Cayman. So it always makes me wonder if it's another one of those Japanese phrases that they are possibly mispronouncing. But then again, I could be 100% horribly wrong. Who never knows? You know, us people from the U.S., we can be kind of big-headed. What's up, messed ass face? Glad to know you're back from poop, and I hope it was good. Yeah, Centaurus Rhino, like the Cayman Isles. Yeah, exactly. RLC Studio, there's a virus in my school called the K-pop virus. I don't mind either. Sorry. I like Japanese rock. My favorite band is a Japanese rock band called Deer and Grey. What is my opinion on the current status of Kamen Rider? I guess I haven't really watched it enough recently to have an opinion. Do I have any Ultraman songs memorized? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The original Ultraman theme is actually my cell phone ringer as we speak. Where do I watch Ultraman? Says Curtis Champion. To be honest with you, do you guys see that flag over there in the corner? Yeah, well, I'll either order them offline or I'll find my way. But S9Y, I agree with you. Crunchyroll, YouTube. I am back. I went down for a second. Sorry about that, guys. I died. Nope, I'm still here. My battery didn't die. I was just having some issues. Trying to get back to the question. Sorry, my signal isn't very good, so you guys gotta... I told you guys I'm having some troubles. I got bad luck. ADF stuff says, if you're a Toku fan, chances are... See, there it goes again. See, I apologize for all the messing up, guys. ADF stuff says, if you're a Toku fan, chances are you don't watch it 100% legally. I fully agree. Azir, how's it going? Common is Japanese for mask. It translates to masked rider, okay? So is it common then? Is it pronounced common? ADF stuff says a lot of people in the UK are kind of xenophobic. Well, I wonder why that is. That's not okay. ADF stuff says most Toku DVDs I have are bootlegs. That's not the case in mine. I've actually purchased quite a few that are legitimate. Yeah, guys, the stream went down. Stream went down. Ultraman Explained. Resurrection. That would be a good movie. Watch Watch Gundam Iron Blood Orphans. It's about orphan children in military. Hey, I used to be in the military. Did you guys know that? I used to be a member of the U.S. military. If you guys have ever noticed, I don't know if you guys can see this, if you guys have ever noticed during my videos, that's what this ring is from. It is not a class ring, it is my U.S. military ring. ADF stuff, I would agree. It is their fault for not giving us official U.S. releases. Masked Rider Black is good. I think that's probably the best one. Ultraman Mebius or Hikari? Azir, that is such a tough question, my friend. That is such a tough question. They're two of my favorites. I would say Hikari. Haha. But that surprised you. K-pop or J-pop? I say J-pop all day. S9Y says, did you suggest he watch a show about orphan child soldiers? I'm pretty sure he did. Barbados did. But that's okay. Being previous military, I got to deal with that firsthand, so I don't think I need to watch it on TV. What was Fire Digital says? What was the Kamen Rider series that I stopped on? I mean, the series that you stop on and didn't continue any other Kamen Rider series, and that would be Kamen Rider Black, or excuse me, not Kamen Rider Black. That would be Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. ADF Stuff says it's Kamen Rider Black is to this day one of my all-time favorite toku shows. I would agree. I would agree. Actually, there was a time in which, when I first started this channel, that I really, really, really wanted to do more with, like, tokusatsu stuff that wasn't just purely, you know, Ultraman or, you know, I wanted this channel to be more focused on tokusatsu in general, not just Ultraman. But I actually put out some feelers when I first started this channel, and people pretty much said that they'd prefer it stay just Ultraman and I not talk about Kamen Rider or any other tokusatsu. So S9Y, you say I should watch Kamen Rider Ryuki. It's the series that Dragon Knight was adapted from. Do they not have the weird random American guy with sunglasses that's overly cheesy that rides around on a motorcycle? Because that would be good. Because that's what killed it for me. Like 2 or 3 episodes into the English Dragon Knight, I like wanted to run headfirst into a wall. Gaia, Azir. Curtis Champion says, "Oh shit! Tell us some army stories like my grandpa." No, I'll pass. Not every person who's in the military likes to talk about it. Epic Brutal, yes you did, my friend. I actually did answer some of your questions, and you missed me disappearing. My internet dropped out too. But I did answer some of your questions, but you can always go back and watch it. I know how these live streams work. S9Y says there's no weird American guy in Ryuki. That's good. Because that's kind of where I fell off with the whole Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Because it started off, like, I don't know if you have seen the English dub, I bet you probably have. But it started off with some very, very strange stuff. Started off with a guy getting off a motorcycle looking very, like, stereotypical and, like, oh, I'm a tough guy because I've got sunglasses on, and yeah, it was just not good. It was not good. RLC Studios says, who is my favorite YouTuber? That's something I get asked often. And although I did mention PewDiePie earlier in this stream, and a guy named Comic Storian, Comic Storian probably inspired my channel the most. And he's kind of what inspired this channel. But my favorite YouTuber is actually a guy named Kick the PJ. He also goes by the name of PJ Ligori. Again, if you missed that due to lag, my favorite YouTuber is Kick the PJ, or PJ Ligori is his name. His channel name is Kick the PJ, or PJ the Kick. I think he's probably one of the most creative people on YouTube, and actually probably one of the people on YouTube I aspire to be like the most, and I dream of meeting the most. My channel Temple Ozai is actually made as an homage to him. Do you think the Ultraman Tiga should be brought back to the Ultraman movie franchise? I think that'd be cool. I think that Ultraman Tiga would be cool in general to do something cool with, especially after how the U.S. slaughtered his dub when it came over here, or the show when it came over here. I think it would be cool to give him some kind of something, because I hope the show in Japan wasn't that bad. I guess I haven't seen it, but... RLC Studio says, have you ever watched iDubbbz or Filthy Frank? Yes, and I really don't like either. I think Content Cop is silly because I think it done by iDubbbz, not because I think he does bad work. I think both of them are incredibly talented, but I just think a lot of the stuff they do spreads into the disrespect and the drama on YouTube rather than helping it. I think if more people on YouTube work together to, move forward on this platform rather than against each other and just for kicks and giggles and trolled each other and this, that, and the other, I think this platform could be so much more amazing than it is. And we wouldn't be having half the trouble we're having right now with social justice warriors and stuff like that. Okay, I'm reading about Kamen Rider Ryuki. I'm sorry. You guys are giving me a lot of good information. I really, really appreciate it. RLC Studios, no, I don't know that meme. But I don't know why that would be a meme. I don't think that's always funny to joke about. If somebody is, so be it. It's their right. I'm personally Christian myself, but I still respect somebody's right to be happy, whether that means they're that or whatever. Tiga is really popular. I'm a pretty big fan of Tiga myself. Like I said, I don't know if you heard it earlier in the stream, but I collect the comics of Tiga. And Fire Digital Gamer, I kind of think you're in a way right, I guess. I think that those were the start of some of the best era of Ultraman. Does Belial look devilish with his looks? The answer to that is yes. He is actually based off of an Old English demon from UK's previous past, much like the demon Beelzebub, or I could go on. Ultraman Tiga is awesome. Well, guys and girls, if there is any watching this, this stream is now 2 hours and 23 minutes long. That is crazy. Yes, he does. Belial does look like Carnage from Spider-Man. Yes, masked ass face, you are completely right. Except I don't believe it was a Jewish devil. I believe it was an Old English devil. But it also might be one from Judaism as well. I can't tell. I'm sorry if I'm not looking directly at the eye of the camera. I'm looking at my screen so I can keep up with your guys' comments. ADF Stuff says, do you know who the Intergalactic Inn is? Yes, I am actually a fan. Personally. But then again, there's a lot of those channels like that that post episodes of Ultraman and stuff like that, and that I don't agree with. I don't necessarily agree with the channels that just repost Ultraman episodes. I understand why they do it to make it more accessible for everybody else, but that is copyright infringement. Barbados, I don't know if that's necessarily the truth. Because what DC is trying to do with most of its superheroes right now in general, it's actually a move by a lot of America right now, because everybody sees America as a nation that's like really, racist or whatever. So DC itself is trying to make the majority of its heroes of different nationalities. In fact, I even heard at one point that they were going to have a Japanese or a Japanese Batman, or a version of Batman that would be Japanese. And right now I know that Batman has a African-American gentleman helping him pretty much in place of a Robin. So that's been a push by DC to give some, more ethnicity to comics, because they've been whitewashed for too long. ADF Stuff says you've talked to him a few times. He seems like a really great person. I'd like to get to know him myself. As far as the Ultraman community and the Tokusatsu community, the most person I've gotten to know is Goji73 and a couple other people, but
Man, I keep getting ready to stop this stream and then just get sucked right back in by the comments. Um, but anyways, guys, I do appreciate all of you who are watching and stuck with me through this stream. There's a lot of you that stayed with me like the whole 2 hours and 26 minutes I've been doing the stream. Hi, Ikwan Gamer, how's it going? But anyways, guys, I've been doing the stream, and girls, I've been doing the stream for 2 hours and 26 minutes. This is kind of a rough stream, I understand that. As I literally, guys, I hate to say it, but this is the first stream I've ever done. I've never done a stream like this on this channel, at least, and I've never live streamed from my phone before. It's never something I've really tried to do. I've always done it via other platforms and stuff for like the podcast and stuff, but I really like this. Actually, I might start doing my podcast this way if you guys are cool with that. I think that'd be pretty cool. Would you guys support that? Would you guys support me doing my podcast this way? And just doing them live on the live on video? Would you guys enjoy that at all? Ikwan Gamer says yes. Mira Gracious says, why are you walking around? Funny enough, I have a huge habit when I'm on the phone of walking around or when I video chat. It's just a habit. I'm a pacer. I pace. So you guys are saying that you'd support this. You'd support my podcast being done this way. I like that. Fire Digital Gamer HD says, before you go, can you put the stream chat beside the video? Oh, is that an option? I'm sorry, guys. I may sound stupid here, but I have never done this before. This is very intriguing. Dance party? There's options? I can make myself look special if I want to? You guys see all this kind of stuff? This is crazy. Alright, before you go, can you put the stream's chat beside the video? I can try to do so if I learn how. S9Y said, I'd love to join in more live streams. That's awesome. I'd love you to, too. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. I hope I can see you guys on all my streams. This is awesome. And you guys are all pretty much saying the same thing. Oh, S9Y, you do the same thing. Okay, I don't feel so strange now pacing around while I'm on the phone. It's just a habit. I don't know why. It helps me think better. And Alex Hexagon, I agree. I think this would be the best way to interact with fans. And that was kind of the purpose of my podcast in general, was so I didn't have to worry about length and so I could just really get to better know you guys. S9Y said, I've been having the chat in a pop-up window and to watch and chat at the same time. Next time do this horizontal. Stream ending, oh well, live streams are always fun. How about recording horizontal? This live stream will be better, man. Like so? Hold on. How the fuck? Pardon my language. At the moment, it's not letting me. It says I have to live stream this way. S9Y, you're right. You guys did get to know me better this way. Have a good time, Curtis. Thank you, Azzy. I really appreciate that. I got you. Okay. Okay. You guys got to keep in mind, bear with me. I don't mean to, I am blonde, and I don't mean to sound silly, but I've never done a live stream before, so I'm just picking this up. You guys are seeing right now the first ever live stream I've done using this platform on YouTube and using this phone, so this is all new to me. But I'm sorry, ADF stuff. I'm probably not gonna answer any more questions tonight. I am gonna wrap this up. It is, let's see. It is, where's a good time to tell you? I don't know if you guys can see my computer monitor. But let me see here. It is 1:21. 1:21 a.m. So it's very, very late. The stream has been going for 2.5 hours. I definitely didn't mean to rant this long. S9Y says it's a successful live stream. I guess. I had people tune in, which was totally cool, man. I hope that you guys tune in the future, too. I really, really appreciate it. You guys totally rock. And maybe I'll try to live stream more often so that way I can get to know you guys all better. So it's been great getting to know you. Thank you guys all again for watching. Please keep supporting the channel. I hope you guys keep tuning in for channels like this, or excuse me, streams like this, and because this is the way I'm going to start doing my podcast due to your guys' request. And it's been great. I appreciate you all so much. Please keep following Ultraman Explained. Please check out the Facebook page, Ultraman Explained. Check out on Twitter at Ultra Explained, or at Ultra Explained, and definitely check it out. Thank you guys so much. You guys all mean the world to me. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful night.